Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? It's Stormy B Man, and I am back. Welcoming you to the Friday Night Chop Session with Stormy B Man for this Friday, October 3rd, 2025. This is number 199 in the series of Chop Sessions. We're calling it Boxing Octoberfest. Yeah! Welcome, everybody. Hope that you've had a prosperous week and that you are ready to watch some boxing, talk boxing, recollect on some boxing. No foolishness. Just the straight up sweet science, huh? You see, because there's been a lot of sidetracking, detours, and roadblocks put up because we've had some history made over the past several weeks, and there's a lot of people that are just not happy. They're not happy because of whom made history. They're not happy because whom they love and support hasn't made any history, but they're making a lot of infamy, like infamous circumstances associated with their name and brand. And overall, the race baiters out there are so miffed. They are all in their feelings because the savior of their ethnicity, the man that they perched up high, has been taken down low. Yeah. But that's okay because that's a part of life. So no matter how many TVs you destroy, no matter how many biased, bigoted epithets you spew, this is in the history books. And it's going to be there for time. And guess what? In a little while, there will be more history added to the books. And you got plenty of time to get mad about that. Because warriors seek out, they go out and they conquer. They kill what they eat, and they eat what they kill. You see, we were told ahead of time. We just didn't all listen, But when I say we, I'm talking about collectively as followers of the sport. I dare not use the word fan, because fans are those who have disenchanted views of the sport. We've seen examples of that as earlier today, when some lives were going on and you could see the ignorance. And it's okay, because that exists so that you are able to provide separation, Separate yourself from the foolishness. Because some people will just be who they are. Others will try to bring you down and drag you, But it's going to be what it's going to be. How many times does it take the face to be slapped before you learn how to move it out of the way? The truth will slap you in the face all the time. Do you remember Joel Diaz when he was speaking, when asked about who he thought would win the Canelo and Bud Crawford fight? Anybody who's going with Crawford is stupid, he said. Just dumb. But Bud said with confidence at the presser, anybody can be a nobody. And the man that he snatched those trinkets off of immediately became another nobody. Remember, he was the one that stated that Crawford hadn't fought anyone. What's your best win? Who's that guy? Well, now his best win is this guy. Funny how that happens, huh? That's why the mirror is called the vanity, huh? And when you look into it, sometimes it often gives a distorted picture for those who can see clearly. For those who can't, it's distorted even more. Jaded. Yeah. It's one of those things where you come to learn. Life teaches. Huh? One lesson at a time. As long as you're on this earth living and breathing, class is in session. So you might want to bring what my granddad used to refer to as your thinkums, huh? Your brains with you. Huh? Some of you use brains for cushion. Not for much else. But that's okay too. Because when you just don't know, you just don't know. Huh? Yeah. I want to say salute to my brother EJ out there with that Cash App donation. He says, Tank Frank, stay delusional as ish. Thank Miguel. That's right. That's right, brother. That's right. Let me see who we got in the building this evening, because I can see the chat is moving. We have more than a few out there, and I want to acknowledge you guys. See what we have here. How y'all like that beat I got playing, huh? Thank you, YouTube. Thank you very much. No copyright, huh? Sit down, Miguel. Yeah! Anyway. Derek Gaines, the legend, in the building, saying salute. Mr. Shelton, LDBC or nothing reloaded. Rah! Universal Truth is back. Salute Sensei. Oh, he's chopping his words down again. Monosyllabic. Be Universal Truth. Red 4 ATX. What's good with you, bro? Saying salute Sensei. Chill Town Majors in the building. Saying Stormy salute. The brother Drew Titan in the building. Saying salute to the chat. Working around the crib listening. Yes, sir. Eric Jordan out there saying salute Sensei with the geese. Yes, sir. Some of you are saluting one another. Clarence McLean is in the building. What's going on with you, Clarence? He says, yo, salute my people. Stormy B-Man, a.k.a. Sensei. Smash the like button. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Let's see. Eric Jordan says, Canelo fans funk around and found out that Bud Crawford has the ultimate power of the ninja sword. Heavyweight? Yes, sir. He says, Your beat makes a brother soak up some major games, Sensei. Your knowledge and wisdom is appreciated. Thank you, my brother. Listen, the reason that I'm still mentioning Terrence Crawford's victory, his history-making efforts. See, it should not be slighted how the critics and cynics and the race baiters were well on the other side, chomping at the bit, hoping, praying, wishing for his downfall when he rose above it all. Yes, he did. And so, as I stated, he's in the history books now. 3-division undisputed champion. First time in history in the 4-belt era. And guess what? He beat the best guys each time he did it. Julius Ngannou? Yeah. Errol Spence? Absolutely. Canelo Alvarez? You betcha. You see, Canelo was acquiring his status with lowly regarded opponents. He should never be forgiven for the Avni Yildirim fight when he could have fought someone else. You see, that goes in the books as well. He didn't defeat Charlo. He didn't defeat Benavidez. He never rematched Lara, who's still around, 40 plus. You see, they play these games, people. And just like Yoel Diaz said, you gotta be stupid if you think that Crawford is gonna jump up 2, actually 3 weight classes and defeat the super middleweight undisputed champion. Where's Joel Diaz now? Where is he, huh? Where is he? Where's that other guy? You know, the one Crawford has talked about. The one who was going around interviewing any and every person that he could and pressing them to give a response that would be negative. Basically saying Crawford had no chance. You know, he was the one asking everybody, so what do you think? Who do you got? But Crawford is this, and but Canelo can do that. And you know, he was always trying to angle people to say what he wanted them to say. Yeah. But he told him. Bud said to him at his face at the presser, I'ma stomp a mud hole. His very words into your posterior, huh? And he also said there's going to be a lot of people crying. Weren't there people crying? Weren't there people breaking and smashing TVs and leaving home and about to turn themselves into ice and everything? But you know, that's why it's okay and appropriate to play what's been said before.
Well, I've been telling each and every one of y'all for years. A lot of y'all over here looking sad. Ellie, you looking like a retarded ass dude over there because you was going against me. You know what I mean? But all in all, you know, I get to say I told y'all. Because I've been asking for these fights for years. And y'all been saying, oh, he's too small. He's going to get this. He's going to get broken. And each and every time that I step up, I proved y'all wrong.
Emotional damage.
And anytime they want to send somebody else to do a grown man's job, because Benavidez told y'all to F off, huh? Benavidez, basically, when y'all tried to get him, hey, why don't you come on back down to 168? He's been up at 175 for over a year. You know he ain't got no business trying to go back down to 168.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But y'all want to, you know, bring these people, line them up. Bud don't care. EJ says, I had so many decisions with Canelo fans. None of the Canelo fans ever reconsider Bud winning over Canelo. Most answers that I get is, it's Canelo and he's going to win, instead of looking at both fighters. Yeah. He says, shout out to the Mexican Monster. Bro got my respect for wanting to become undisputed champion at 175. Yeah, Canelo sent him there. And Canelo's supporters never challenged Canelo. Never put him to the test or task of facing his adversary. Never did. And that's okay, because we don't need that. Huh? Tay-Tay, the real queen of MMA and combat talk, is in the building. What's good with you, Tay-Tay? How you feeling? Yeah. Whomever they try to send at Bud, this is what they'll get.
I don't think you're good enough to avenge your master.
Yeah. Yeah, EJ, just take your time, brother. It's not a race, huh? It's not a race. You take your time, type your message, man. You know? Because I want you to understand something. You're typing, and people all over the world who are watching this, they can see and attempt to read your message. If you take your time and type it out, just like I told Copper Aborigines earlier today in Drew Titan's live chat. That's F plus all day from me. It's a difference when spell correct is changing your words on you, and then you not just taking the time to spell out what you're trying to type. And any of you that think that it's cool to be abbreviating your typing and everything just because you want to put the message out quickly, F plus to you too. Because some of that abbreviation isn't even proper. You know? See, when are we going to hold each other accountable? Each other! That's just like I tell you, how many times have you heard me say, it's Stormy B Man in all caps, but no cap. And y'all be writing Stormy in lowercase letters, capital S, everything else is lowercase. I tell you all the time. You know, it's a great way to get that F plus.
Bull ass Earth man.
Yeah. Cause when you come over here, it be just like this.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
It's as simple as that. As simple as that. See, if it were to happen my way, a lot of people would be on the receiving end of something like this.
It's 11:30. We're supposed to be here. You know, we're supposed to be there by 9. Yeah, you're always fucking late. You're late for your own fucking funeral.
Yeah. Yep.
One shot.
Yep. Y'all ready for Stormy to talk some boxing now? I want to say a special shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. The brother is cooking. He's upholding the integrity of Terrence Crawford and his merits and accomplishments a great deal, like I have spoken about myself because it's the way things are supposed to be. You see, we have so many people, they just want us to gloss over this and keep it moving now. No, this is history. We embrace this. Like y'all, race baiters, like to embrace all of that negativity that those people that you support spew out. We embrace this victorious moment, historical moment, huh? Because there'll be so few who can emulate this, duplicate it. Few. Canelo lost those belts 3 weeks ago, and the WBO and the WBC have made him their number one contender once again already. What the hell is that? What is that, people? Can you tell me what that is? Are they trying to tell you he really didn't lose? I mean, where do they do that at? Utter foolishness. But we'll still always have moments like this. Jimmy Bernard, what's good with you? Kamara the Stepping Razor, salute. Chilltown Majors in the building. Mahari Nation Sports Podcast, what's good? Yeah. I haven't put my new Bud smashing Canelo scene up yet. I'm waiting for that. But I'll still call Bevo the god of Canelo, huh? Because he stopped all the BS before anybody. Beautiful seeing this dude pummeled, huh? With his pink trunks on. Yeah! Kill! Some people don't know how to receive that. I know how to receive it. Where's this thing at? I'm trying to. Eric says all 4 sanctioning bodies is on that Miguel Baez bullshit. You honestly can't make this up. No, you can't. You can't make it up. They like to talk and make all of these comments and everything.
Mention about one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Me.
Look, when I stuff a mud hole in your asses, you're gonna be a nobody. You're gonna be just like everybody else.
Yeah. And what happened in the aftermath? Huh? What happened?
I tried, but my body just not let me go. And you need to accept it. That's it. I hit Crawford, but no clean shots, like with all my power. He's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He knows how to move and everything.
Always gonna be the same.
Yeah, buddy. And that's how you do that. That's how you do it. You go oops upside their head. That's the best medicine, huh? Did y'all see them lumps on Canelo's head at the press conference? Did you actually see that? Did you see the battered, huh? The bruised, And as he said, we just have to accept it. You damn right you got to accept it. Now get your race-baited fans to accept it too, huh? Before they get lumps too. Yeah! Kamara says we're going to celebrate this for the rest of the year. No reason not to, huh? Don't you think they would? They would still be having parties and everything right now. They would have parties. There'll be arrests and everything because they be getting sent to jail for drinking in the streets and stuff. That's what they would be doing. Okay, that's cool, EJ. That's cool. Man. Anyway, on to some boxing views, huh? Because nowadays it's views more than news, because they don't want you to tell the news, but they want you to keep it up with the views. Yeah. They've announced, I believe, for December 6th that Pitbull and Lamont Roach are gonna mix it up. So it's being finalized that these two are gonna battle it out. It's a good fight. Pitbull should get knocked on his bottom in this one. You should see it happen. Another case of oops, I made a mistake. That's all. Yeah. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Because we could take another one of those for Christmas, huh? Yeah. Early Christmas gift. Courtesy Lamont Roach, huh? Yeah. I'm just glad to see Lamont go and get back in the ring, because waiting around for Tanisha, that's, it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Tanisha over there singing like En Vogue right about now, in pumps and everything. Don't waste your time. Holding on to his little purse. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Yep. That's right. Jake Paul gonna get it though. Huh? Gonna be all up in them guts. You better believe it, huh? And I'm gonna be right here to talk about it and make y'all mad, huh? For your Tanisha lovers out there, huh? Maybe all of y'all could go to the salon and get your hair done together. Yeah. See, we were waiting for him to get back in there with Lamont. That was supposed to be the thing to do. But no, you know, he tried to avoid it. So all we stuck with is this.
That woman deserves her revenge. And we deserve to die. But then again, so is she.
Yeah. So we get Roach and Cruz, which is still a good fight. It's going to be action-packed for as long as it lasts. And we'll be there to talk about it. Yeah. But what we don't want to hear is this.
I saw the fight like everybody else. Those scorecards were a disgrace. Were an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, man. EJ, I'm trying to open another page. My computer's acting up. Yeah, it's not letting me do it. I got some memory issues going on with my computer. Yeah, it's not letting me do it right now. I have to do it after I'm off the air. It's okay. Damn, Stephen L. Hey, that's okay though, Stephen L. They can get some character growth out of that, brother. They get character growth out of that. Anyway, let me get back. I was trying to open that up, but it's not letting me open it while I'm on. My memory is bad on my computer. So I have to go back to doing the show. I was trying to look at it though. So I was combing through the news that I wanted to speak about on the air here. There's not a lot of stuff that I'm endorsing right now, but the IBF is mandating that Ray Moritaja and Andy Cruz fight. But you know, those mandated fights, oftentimes they don't even take place. So the sanctioning bodies can demand them all they want to, but it ain't likely to happen, especially if these guys don't want to get in the ring with one another. That's the one thing that you despise about the sport, because it's, you know, these guys getting the sanctioning bodies to talk about them. It's like, okay, Moritaja is a pretender, you guys. He's a pretender, and he might have some people, he might have a little bit of a fan base that got people fooled, but he don't have me fooled. He's a pretender. Cruz is good. He just needs to fight people. You know, when you have talent and ability like him, you have to get in there and let it fly. You can't sit back and be guarded. You have to just go ahead and fight, man. And that's something that he's not doing. And I don't know if it's his promoter or his management, but he ain't doing nothing but getting older. And I'm going to tell you something. They always say the Cubans are a little older than what they say their ages are, right? So when you think about Cruz, what do they say? He's, what, 30? What is Andy Cruz? What do they say he is? Let me see. Gotta look it up. Yeah, they say he's 30. So he might be 35. Might be 35. So he need to get his butt in the ring and fight. Last time he fought was in June. He should have another fight before the end of this year. Because he's fought twice. Last year he fought twice. No, that's not enough for him. That's not enough. Get your ass in the ring, bro. You need to get in there and mix it up. Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see him fight. Is that who he's with? Stephen L., the Silas Gym? Yeah, with only 6 fights under his belt too, 30 years of age. He need to get busy, bro. He need to get busy. And who does he usually fight under? Is that Top Rank? Yeah, my computer's really acting up on me. So I have to be careful because it be trying to shut down on me. Yeah. Okay, let me go into this, what I was going to talk about. I wanted to address the Brandon Glanton Hold on. See, that's why I'm saying my computer is acting up. Okay, we back. Me responding to Stephen L. My thoughts on Keyshawn. He can go to blazes. You know what? Remember all that boasting? Talk about dads. What is that? We don't know what that is. We don't need that. That's why he in the situation that he's in now. You see, he had no respect for himself, his profession, his family, and everything. And he blew it. He need to be sitting in timeout somewhere so he can reevaluate. You know, he never did apologize honestly and earnestly, but he did wait almost a month before he said something, which again, nobody came to him and said, get your ass out there and issue a public apology and say that you need to get some help with your personal issues that need to get worked out or whatever. He did none of that. He did none of that. And you know his mama ain't gonna tell him that. She patting his braids and everything and telling him, that's all right, baby. You know, that's how them people are. What? Okay. No. For him and his brothers, you know, they had the sweetest deal. Top Rank was investing in him. They were trying to showcase him, build his hometown following and all. He blew that. Those people are not going to continue to invest money in him. He's lucky they haven't released him. Not that I've heard of, but it wouldn't be surprised that if he doesn't fight again for a year or two. Because that's how Top Rank will do you. And then they'll let your contract expire and badmouth you along the way and don't want nobody else want to pick you up. Yeah. How many times have I seen that picture, that image, that story? Nope. But anyway, back to Glanton and Brown. This fight was broadcast on DAZN Wednesday afternoon from Lagos, Nigeria. And Amir Khan had a part in the co-promotion of this event. What was really enlightening was the little sit-down face-to-face that they had with Ade Oladipo, and it was the two of them kind of getting into it, where Brandon Glanton was telling Marcus Brown, you might have got the better of me in some sparring and this and that. He's like, but this is the real deal, and let's make this a 12-round fight, because it was agreed that it would be a 10-round fight initially. So he had a contract on the table in front of them, and he was telling them, sign this contract, because then we can have a 12-round fight. Marcus Brown was like, what? I ain't got to sign nothing. So in the meantime, Brown was sitting there, and the banter going back and forth, and he tells Glanton, I ain't got to do nothing. And Glanton was like, man, sign this contract. Don't let me put my hands on you. What did he say that for? Brown was like, put your hands on me. He stood up. He balled that contract up and threw it in Glanton's face. And from that point, it was on. They turned the table over and everything. Adi was sitting there looking like, uh-oh. But of course, they didn't really do much more than that. But it kind of went a little viral, and people were like, oh, let me tune in and see what happens here. Well, Brown turned out to be all puff and no stuff, because Glanton jumped right on him from the opening bell and was in his chest, crouched, banging the body, uppercuts and everything. And Brown was trying to fight back a little bit, but after 3 or 4 rounds of that, Brown said sayonara. He checked out, quit, and that was that. I guess because Glanton didn't have pumps on, earrings, lipstick, and a purse, women's style, because that's what Brown likes to beat up on, Yeah, I said it. Anyway, Glanton showed him what an alpha is, and he went alpha all upside his head, and 5 rounds was enough. And there you go. That was the end of that. And I think that's the end of Brown. So, goodbye. That's all I can say about that. And I want to see Glanton get some more opportunities. I was joking with one of the brothers behind the scene about him getting in there with Jai Opataya, and they was like, man, he gonna get killed. I was like, shh. Hirsch. Let's watch it. Yeah. Eric says that was a phenomenal fight. It sucked that Brown quit in the corner. Glanton had the power of the ninja sword. Man, listen. The dude just realized, man, there's levels to this. Glanton was all over that boy. Now he could fight like maybe Badu Jack, who is not really a true cruiserweight, but that's where he finds himself these days after campaigning as a light heavy and everything. But hey, man, I just want to see these guys mix it up. I was happy to see these two guys go at it, and I'm hopeful that Glanton get called for another opportunity. Hopefully. Now tomorrow, there's going to be a fight between Emma Kozin and Cecilia Brækhus. I did a breakdown video on this, talking about Cecilia Brækhus making a strong run for the super welterweight. the super welterweight unified title that Kozin currently has. I think it's the WBC and the WBO. And Breakers, who was the former undisputed welterweight champion, she's 44 years of age, and this promises to be her last fight. So fighting in Norway, where she, is where she's taken home, listen, she's going to try to go for it and get that title off of Kozin. Now, some of you may remember Kozin from, I think, back in 2022 or 2023 when Clarissa Shields beat up on her. And at the time, the corner of Kozin let her continue that bout when Clarissa was saying they should have stopped it because she was going off on her with combinations and putting her in a real tough situation. But that's okay, because Breakers is a skilled fighter, and this is a good test for Kozin. Let's see if she can really hold on to those titles. Now, I know she's going to do all she can to keep Breakers from going out with a bang, winning her belts from her. But I would really like to be able to tune in. On some of the ads for the fight, it said it's going to be on DAZN. But when I was looking on DAZN, I didn't see it. They're not advertising it. So if anybody out there in the chat presently knows where this fight will be aired, please let me know by writing it in the chat, because I would like to check it out. I don't know all the apps and stuff like that, so that's why I'm asking for a little help on that. If I had known where solidly to look for it, I would have put it in the description box for my video on it, my breakdown. But again, the poster said DAZN, but when I looked on DAZN, there's nothing regarding these two ladies. So, and that's unfortunate, because I think it's worth tuning in to see them match their wares. And in the following week, we'll have another big heavyweight mix-up where Dave Allen from the UK is going to be taking on Arslanbek Makhmudov. Now, some of you may remember Makhmudov after he got demolished by Ajit Kabiel. I mean, he was taken apart like a guy who was working in machine shop on a 350 engine. Hand me the wrench. Disconnect the carburetor. Arslanbek was like, oh, that's what body shots feel like. Yo, Joseph Townsend, the pimpin', is in the building. He says, what's good, Stormy? At a college football game. Just wanted to say what's up. That's what's up, man. And hey, stop going under them bleachers with them girls, man. You too old for that. You might catch a crook in your back or something, huh? Yeah. Go up to the box seats. Salute to Joe Townsend out there. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Yeah, man. So Dave Allen, who's been on a little bit of a, he's been on a little bit of a win streak, especially after beating up on Johnny Fisher, his best friend. Ain't that like a friend? Yeah, F you every time, huh? Yeah. Okay, Stephen L., what is that? VG Plus Sport / DAZN? What is that? I don't even know what that is, brother. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, Allen, there's even talk of him, like they want to see if he could face Wilder. I'm like, Boy, you guys just think Wilder is some kind of a pushover right now or whatever. Okay. Put him in there. I'm watching the replay of Berlanga get beaten up by Shiraz. What a beautiful victory, huh? And you see how they tried to say, oh yeah, Berlanga's woman was saying like, oh yeah, he has something in his gloves. Yeah, 2 hand-wrapped fists that went upside Berlanga's head after all that talking he did at the press conference, pointing the finger like a gat at him and everything. And he pointed his fist right at his chin. That's what he did. Stephen L., you say they showing it on the Zone around 1 p.m. Eastern time? That's 12 noon my time. Okay. I'll be tuning in because I want to see it. Listen, I support the ladies, man. Cecilia Breakers is a legend. This is her last fight. And I would love nothing more than for her to go out historically with the win. You know, that would be great. No slight at Emma Kozin, but Emma Kozin is a young lady. I think she's 26 or something like that. So, you know, she got plenty of time to come and get it back. But let's go Cecilia Breakers. You know? But Stephen L., how do you know they're showing it around 1 p.m.? Where did you get that information? Because I did not hear that or anything. And so if you didn't say something, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, bro. So I'm just trying to keep myself abreast of things. You know what I'm saying? VI Pro, my streaming app. Okay. I didn't even know about that app. Okay, I got that, Stephen L. Yeah. You guys are gonna have to hook Stormy up with that kind of stuff. That way I can be more on top of things than I am. Because like I said, I'm out here doing the mere basics. But I appreciate you letting me know about that. Macadas Mac, what's happening with you, bro? I see you out there. Yeah, I see that, Stephen L. I see that. I'll look into it. Boy, this boy Shiraz beat the crap out of Berlanga, didn't he? He had him rolling around on the canvas like he was a rag doll. Great stuff. And of course, that Saturday, the 11th, later that evening will be the return to the ring of you guys' favorite boy, Jaron Ennis, Philadelphia. Where PGH Big Dog at? Huh? So he'll be out there, and he's gonna take on Uisa Lima. Some people call him Lima Beans. I ain't gonna trip on his name like that, because if he puts something on Jaron Ennis, then people gonna have to recant some of what they talking about. Remember, Jaron is at 154 now. He ain't at 147 where he bullying everybody, huh? So yeah. Kamara, that's exactly what he was supposed to do too. All that talk at the press conference, pointing at him and everything like he was blasting him. Hey, he blasted him where it counts. Yeah. He blasted old boy Berlanga where it counted, huh? Berlanga was like, hey, we ain't heard nothing from him either, huh? He was in dude's corner a couple weeks ago, but still, he was quiet, huh? No rah, 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 huh? Nothing. Didn't hear nothing from the dude. I want to hear him talk, huh? I want to hear him say some stuff. Oh, he ain't supposed to talk now? He got a glove in his mouth? Yeah. I know, guys. I know. You know, when we talk about boots, huh? We have to say it for what it is, huh? We have to say it for what it is. I know. Y'all like what I be doing? So hey, man. Yeah, that's that Lionel Richie, Penny Lover, you know. Hey, listen. you gotta have fun doing this, right? You gotta have fun. Otherwise, it's just kind of boring or whatever, right? But Stormy B Man always got to put his spin on things, huh? Now, Jerron might not like it, but you know, it's tough, Jerron. You gotta toughen it up, man, and deal with it, huh? It's what it is, man. See, y'all make me do this stuff, man. And it's like, listen. See, Jerron, he gonna have to learn this part about too at the 154-pound division. This is what he's saying. He done left the 147, so he's at 154 now. This is him.
Lord.
See how lucky you are here.
I got some good news for you. Just want you to know that from now on, you won't have no more trouble out of Illinois Garden. That's right. I wash my hands. I'm through. I'm out.
Danny, you have trouble learning or something?
No, sir.
Well, they should have taught you a long time ago that once you're in, you can't get out. Should have.
Get your ass on. Get it.
Yeah. So, Boots better realize there's no getting out. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. See, all of this stuff ties in. Don't I tell y'all all the time? Boxing and life and boxing. Didn't they tell you, son? Once you're in, there's no getting out. He hit old boy. Get in there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Too late. Too late. Man. See? People watching it on the street, they like, oh my God. Man, I'm telling you, he better take care of lima beans real good, man. Because if he don't, I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be right here. You know what, y'all? That's why your boy Tanisha don't want to win, don't want to fight against the real players in the sport, because he know he be out there watching. He probably watching right now, looking at the screen with that Snoop Dogg meme look. It's okay. There's something in the bag for everybody. Yep. Yep. So that's the fight that's opposite Allen versus Makhmudov. So the Allen Makhmudov fight will be early in the day because they're over in the UK. And then, of course, Boots' fight will be in the evening. And then the following week, we got another big heavyweight fight where Joseph Parker is taking on Fabio Wardley. I think that Joseph Parker is getting ready to find out that he ain't all that. And I say that very simply because personally I think that Fabio Wardley is a great deal better than what they're giving him credit for. And he's not the heavyweight that they want to throw their support behind from the UK. They want to support the young dude, Moses Atuma, who can beat up tomato cans better than anybody. But they don't want to put him in against a real veteran fighter because they're afraid that because he hasn't gone rounds, what may happen. You can't have it both ways. You can't ride the fence. You got to be hot or cold. Can't be lukewarm. And I think that Fabio gonna take it to Parker. He gonna give him something that he been looking for, an opportunity to fight for a world title. You got to get by Fabio in this fight, and Fabio is looking for a world title shot himself. And I actually think that he has the perfect mindset going into this. Fabio is the real deal, man. Yeah, Kamara, that's the best way to put it as an analogy, right? Because everybody be sleeping, oh, he's so quiet, he ain't, this and that or whatever. But man, you tried to take his chocolate milk and he ain't gave you lumps all upside your head and bust your nose, Yep. And see, Joseph Parker ran away from that rematch with Zhilei Zhang because Zhang had a contracted rematch with him. And he let that damn contract expire like these guys have been noted to do. Tank did it, and he's doing it, and we've seen it so many times. Well, he's doing it to Parker's doing it to Zhang. And Zhang went in there against Cabiel, who finished him off. And Parker didn't say nothing about fighting Cabiel, did he? Nope. These guys are such pretenders, man. You only got a handful of real fighters out there throughout the divisions. And in the heavyweight divisions, Fabio Wardley is a real one, you guys. Battle tested. He's not afraid to get knocked out or beat up or anything. Y'all saw him in there against Justice Hooney, who was outboxing the hell out of him. But he was just waiting for his moment, and he did it. He delivered the shot, and next thing you know, Hooney was on planet cloud number 9, Yeah. Yep. No, Kamara, Cabiel is not a sleeper. Cabiel is a world contender, and they're trying to stall him out. They're hoping that he just falls into apathy or something because he can fight. He could fight any style. Not him being any style, but he could face any style on the opposite of him, and you can roll with him because he knows how to fight. He's dangerous. A fight with Cabiel and Wardley, that would be a 50-50 fight. And don't forget, Zhilei Zhang had him on the canvas himself. But the dude got moxie. He got a chin, he got up and fought back and got Zhilei Zhang out of there. That's no sleeper. He done kicked the doors open so you can see him in full sunshine. Yep. And after that, we're going to see Thurman and Fundora. Thurman and Fundora. Hey, will Thurman be able to say timber? Huh? One thing's for certain, he ain't gonna stand in front of Fundora like Tim Zoo did. Yep, he's not. He's gonna go in there and he's gonna mix it up, and he's gonna go for it. My remote won't stop the fight. I'm watching these fights. Kamara, I'm hoping so. I would like to see Thurman be victorious. I would love that. I don't think Sebastian is the fighter that his sister is. I really don't. Yep. And of course, on November 22nd, we got Benavidez and Yard. And of course, the co-main will be Haney versus Norman Jr. That's topping off the fights, you know. And of course, I told you guys early in the show that Cruz and Roach has been slated for December 6th. So, boxing is far from dead, people. Far from dead. In fact, we're doing pretty damn good with boxing right now. He said, did I see Roxy get dropped? Roxy who? Who are you talking about? No, I didn't see. I wasn't watching any women today. Was that today? There's so many so many fights on now. It's like, man, I can't see everything, bro. I have to go to bed. I have to get up early. No, I'm not watching boxing right now, bro, because I'm doing the I got some old fights playing in the backdrop, you know, while I'm doing the show. But no, I'm not watching live fights because it would have to call my full attention. That's why I'm not, you know. Yeah. Because there's Catterall and Linares on the monitor in the backdrop here for me right now. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready to close things out because maybe I will tune in to some boxing, catch up on some stuff. And I'm getting a little sleepy, guys. You know, Stormy B man can't stay up like he used to. I'm like, come 10 o'clock, I'll be like, man, eyes shut, especially if I'm not doing a show. I'm like, man, I caught myself putting on a kung fu movie to watch a couple days ago. I think I saw about 10 minutes of it. Woke up, had to turn everything off. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I can't sit through a damn movie now. Yep. Yeah, so you guys, I'm gonna wind this down. I wish you all to have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for tuning in. There's so much boxing. It's like, plenty to talk about and everything, but I have to be honest, I haven't been feeling 100% lately, but I'm pushing myself through, and I just appreciate you all for tuning in. I want to say shout out to the mighty LDBC, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, man. All right, peace to everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
should be one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
Look, when I stuff a mud hole in your asses, you're gonna be a nobody. You're gonna be just like everybody else. Don't matter to me. It's all gonna be the same.
I try it, but my body just no let me go. And you need to accept it. That's it. I hit Crawford, but no clean shots, like with all my power. He's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He knows how to move and everything.
Oh, what a nice day. Look at Jessica. Jessica, what are you doing? You know you can't swim. Get away from the water, Jessica. Jessica, get away from the... Oh, my God. Somebody help Jessica, please. She can't swim. Go help the... Jessica, run! Jessica, no. Oh, my God. No, Jessica. No, the water is pulling her back in. Where's the lifeguard? Lifeguard, hurry up. She can't swim. Jessica, no! Lifeguard, please save her! Yes, two lifeguards! Save her, no! Please, Jessica! Oh, look, hey! Is that husband is coming? Oh, the one on them chest! Hey, please, save her! Jessica! They're coming now, they're here, Jessica!